Now, well, this is what I've been waiting for.
Yes, me too, all year long. So how are you, darling? You're in London right now, so you're in Australia.
I'm in Australia. I knew that London was going to have a pretty would have a lot of trouble responding to coronavirus. I knew the British government was going to have the strongest response, you know, because for me, the British government, a conservative government, will always value economy over health.
And you're living in your garage, or where are you living right now?
This is what happens. This is what happens in moments of international trauma. All the homosexuals move back into the closet. So
oh, same here. I mean, I'm missing so desperately the stage that's unbelievable. I had a TV stuff with a major TV broadcaster, and that was very good. But then
you had a TV show coming up?
Yeah, I have an old TV show right now. It's streamed on TVNOW. That's similar to Netflix. That's a German Netflix, whatever. And I have my own lovely TV show. Yeah.
Congratulations. That's brilliant. I'm so happy for you. Jealous, but happy.
What is about your TV show? Is that coming up something new, or?
Well, so it's very interesting. So maybe you don't, of course you know this, I told you. I had a sinus surgery in October, and the breathing tube cut my larynx.
Oh, yeah, you told me.
Yeah, damaged my voice box. So I then had to have vocal surgery because of that. And it was just a bit difficult. It was a long recovery. I basically didn't speak for 2.5 months.
Yeah, horrible.
Yeah, and it started just as my work started to get on British TV.
Yeah.
Which is just like, oh, the worst possible timing. But and then but as my voice recovered, it's back now, and I was ready to do gigs. I came back to Australia to do a tour. And then Miss Rona decided to crash the party.
Yes, I know. I mean, I came back from this TV broadcasting show, and I fell in a deep hole, because there was just 200%, 16 hours a day with TV screening, and then I came back and I had nothing. There was no show to do. Everything was cancelled. And I had suddenly a big depression for the first time of my fucking life. I said that nobody's coming. What can I do? All the American performers are cancelled. Their trip.
Yeah, and absolutely.
And then I have to change I have to postpone the dates. And it was for me like I had to die, really, because I'm so deeply in love with all the performers and have some fun with them. I rent all these flights. I rent all the hotels. Everything was planned, and then suddenly everything was cancelled. And it was for me like headbang.
I know, absolutely. It's a very there's never a convenient time for a global pandemic.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
There's never. But I will say, as performers, and as anyone who is in, let's say, not a 9 to 5, and I sound very dismissive here. If you are defined by what you do, let's say for a performer, a producer, drag queen, professional homosexual, then when that is removed, there's a big emotional chasm because your identity is really wrapped up in your work. And especially for people like us who are lucky enough to perform regularly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The body gets used to the chemical reaction that performing is. That amount of adrenaline, serotonin, dopamine, the highs and lows. It's not just a metaphor. It's a real chemical reaction that performers get addicted to. And when that's removed, with no end in sight, it's absolutely withdrawal. I look at it like withdrawal.
Yeah, it's a kind of drugs, definitely. I mean, for me, every time I stand on stage, every time the curtain goes because it's a kind of what can I say, a Glückshormon, a Glücksgefühle. It's I'm happy all over my body, and if the show is over, I'm feeling so good to entertain the people, and now it's done. And so I find my way with TikTok, by the way. That's my new app.
You have seen your TikToks are beautiful. Someone else tried to talk to me about TikTok, and oh God, I've never felt so old in my life, Sheila, as I had to get someone.
Do you know what my daughter said? My daughter said, "Oh, Daddy, that's not for you. That's for 13 to 16 years girls or boys. Don't do it. And then the first TikTok goes viral, really viral, with 2.5 million views and more. And I said, "Oh my God, what's that?" And then I got addicted with it. And but the last time goes a little bit down because Corona gives TikTok a big push, and millions of new TikTokers came on the platform. And so it's come a little bit similar to Instagram, that the videos goes not very viral at the moment. And so I said, okay, that's the next end. What came next? So I don't know what happens. So I plan with the next September show, but and hopefully I can have you again. I mean, November is
you say
so
the
far.
word, Sheila. You say the word, and I'll be there.
Yeah. The Boylesque Drag Festival is waiting for you again.
I cannot wait. I was going to be so good because I was going to have the band this time.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, it was going to be so good. I've started to, obviously because I'm here in my secret bunker. I've started writing a weekly show. I just made a weekly show.
I saw it. I saw two episodes of Unwind. That's funny.
That's it.
But that's the only thing I saw the first time, and then I realized I read it. You read it from the script, right? It's not, you don't learn everything on your brain. You read it, right?
I have. It is the most rickety-rackety, amateurish setup because I'm not a production manager. I'm not a producer. So I am in a living room with my computer up on books and a ring light that I borrowed, and I've got an auto cue on my computer.
And how does it
roll so that my eye line is
and how does it feel? How does it feel not to be in front of a big audience, in front of a small camera, and what give it to you?
I honestly, finding the rhythm, finding the pace is so different. And even when I was filming on TV, I knew I could make there was an audience there, or there was the technicians, the sound guys, the camera guys. So you play and you can go, well, if I can get them to laugh, then it's good. You know, here it's just me pressing record. So it's it's me dictating the rhythm instead of reacting to the rhythm of an audience.
I know.
It's so disorienting. It's so strange, and I don't know how people do it.
So, and what is the reaction of the people? Do you get good responses of this, or?
Yeah, they love it.
Yeah, cool.
It's very good response, and the videos are going really great. I mean, obviously, we're not talking your numbers, but at the moment, I think we're at almost like 30,000 views.
That's nice.
Combined on Instagram TV.
Oh, that's very good. 30,000.
But also, it's because the episodes are 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Yeah.
They're not. It's not. You have to sit down and watch it because I wanted to do a show, so I made them live. So I go out live because I wanted the feeling of doing a show. But it's not how that works on the internet. On the internet, they want short, shareable quality.
Yeah,
quantity.
exactly.
Bam, 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 bam.
2
minutes. That's why TikTok's brilliant. 30 seconds, 60 seconds.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah. So I'm for myself, I'm as a producer, I'm really struggling with these online streaming stuff because I saw some producers of Germany to try to bring some burlesque to the online devices. And it looks it looks really not entertaining for me. It was not the same because there was no audience. A good friend of mine, an owner of a big theater, told me online comedy is like sex without a partner, and that's not the same.
Absolutely. Watching something on a screen is a very different dynamic, and the brain works at a different speed than if you are watching a show. And burlesque, like comedy, needs an audience, needs rhythm, needs excitement, needs response. Yeah. And look, I am very confident that my act stands on its own, obviously, same as you. But if you put my act in my living room with one light, no band, no moving lights, no production, no nothing, and people are watching it on a screen this big, and they might be watching it on the train or the bus or walking along the street or sitting on a park bench or at home in their couch. The environment they perceive it, the environment in which they receive the information is not a theater. It doesn't have the sense of occasion. All of that.
We lost all the emotions, all the atmosphere, and everything goes, I don't know. The people are, if they are in the theater, they have just you in front of them, and they have to concentrate all their emotions, all the feelings on this one person, and you entertain them with a gorgeous playground, and you are an amazing performer, and you catch everyone in this audience. And with the camera, it's just different because you're just looking at the camera, giving them good jokes. I mean, I see two unwinds of you, and it was really good jokes. I laid down in bed and later, and it was late 9 or 10, I don't know. And I lay in my bed and I see, oh, Reuben is online. I check it and I said, oh no, it's good jokes. But the eyes looking on the script. Yes, that's Reuben. I never saw him with script. But yes, of course, you have to script it because it's a 20-minute sub. And there's no audience who can react.
Writing 20 minutes of new material every week is
hard.
Let me tell you this.
Congratulations, darling.
Because it's 20 minutes of material that also has the jokes that didn't make it. So for the 20 minutes I write, I'm writing 40 to 60 minutes of new material and cutting or thinking, put that in next week, or nope, change this. And I'm really finding what I've really enjoyed is writing jokes. And when the virus or the pandemic is over, whatever, maybe I'm going to look at getting into joke writing rooms. Yeah. Okay. Finding what that environment is like.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And you have new material, by the way. I mean, for me, I'm using all my working jokes since, I don't know, 5 years, 6 years, you know.
I love doing my 5-year-old material. Don't you love doing a joke that you know works, has been good to you? It's like an old dog or an old bottle of scotch that you bring out at a party and you go, I know you're gonna love this.
Yes. The same.
Before you say it, you have this joy, this anticipation, because you know what's happening and you can guess the reaction, and you know that the audience doesn't know, and you bring out this thing, this like old standard that has seen you through so much, and it lands 5 years just as strong as the first time you did it. Oh,
exactly.
Such a good feeling.
Exactly. I mean, I had performers in my Vaudeville Variety show. They did juggling with striptease, and the Strahlemann und Söhne is the name of this duo, and they did it for 20 years, just this one act for 20 years, nothing else.
Amazing.
They're working the worldwide with one act. I mean, that's the point.
But that's when you know what you've done is, and I think specifically for that, you've created an act that people will see again and again, and audiences, no matter where, throughout the world, internationally, from Germany to America, they will all have, if not the same reaction, then a similar reaction, because the act you have created touches them in a very, very specific way that only your act does, that is new and old at the same time.
Yes, exactly. And what about Australia? So it's also a big lockdown and no theaters open, and
Well, Australia's actually doing really well because Australia was so racist. Closing their borders was pretty easy for them. They just went, well, we just won't let white people in now. That's how shitty I think my country is when it comes to race. But we're relaxing restrictions. We've had very few cases, very few deaths. I have my first live gig next week.
Oh wow! Congratulations! Me
Thank
too.
you.
On Saturday, I have my first.
Oh yeah.
It's a birthday of a rich person. He invited me to bring 4 performers, kind of variety, burlesque, and me and the drag DJ to this birthday, and we have to do 10 acts or whatever. And that's my first one. And the horror, I had a horrible situation on last Saturday. During a live TikTok, during a live TikTok stream, I had a kidney breakdown and go down to the ground, and it hurt so much. Please do one favor: drink a lot of water every day, 2 or 3 liters, or wine.
Or wine.
And I go to the hospital, and it was a very bad hospital, by the way. And I had 4 really, really hard days, and now I have something in my body. It's like an catheter. I don't know the English word for this.
Oh no! Yes, catheter. Yeah.
And every time I go to toilet, it feels like I get a baby.
Oi! Oh yeah.
Yes, it's nice. You will love it.
It's a part of my kink.
Yes.
That's
so
fantastic.
That was my experience last weekend, and yeah, but this weekend could be fine because it's the first time after 3 months going back to a small audience of 50 people. But yeah, it's nice.
Your adrenaline will kick you through. Just don't wear a bodysuit.
No.
Don't wear anything tight.
No, I wear a collection of dirndl. That's fine.
Yeah, dirndl. Mine is not. Oh, sorry, what?
No, the good thing on a dirndl, you don't have to wear every shape. You can leave it down. You can pee, by the way.
I mean, it could be a new act, Sheila.
Yes. Peeing
you could finally play Wasteland.
Peeing in a dirndl. Yes, that's geil.
Kit Kat's calling. My gig is a fundraiser for the Darlinghurst Theatre, which is a fantastic independent theatre here. Cool. And it's 20 people. 20 people, and we're a bit cautious. Yeah. But it's me and my pianist just going up, and we do a nice 30-minute set either side of a beautiful 3-course meal. Yeah. And look, whenever people go, oh, it's for 50 people or it's for 20 people, the money's not going to be phenomenal. But you know what? To get in front of a live audience, I'd be happy to break even right now. I feel it in my bones. I feel it just like a wheel continually, like a car up on block.
I'm so with you. It's same here. And the point is that that we have to postpone the Boylesque Drag Festival and your show. I mean, we planned a show with you in Berlin, a solo Reuben Kaye show for the first time ever.
And I wanted to play jeder, Vernunft. I have been waiting to play jeder, Vernunft, and I was devastated when that got cancelled. And the Boylesque Drag Festival got 2 fantastic gigs. And my band, my poor band, because they were waiting to go on tour with me, and then the vocal injury happened. So I'd say I've had to cancel all of these gigs, and then just as I start coming back and I start booking gigs. Right, I book gigs before I know my voice is ready because I need to work. I need to work.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And then Miss Rona comes in. She goes, well, if you want to make God laugh, show her your plans.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Oh my God, really? That's so hard. Yeah, but we will do it. I mean, I'm 100% sure your wonderful Reuben Kaye show will come to the Vernunft as a solo show, and it will be sold out as always.
Talking to Francesca, and we're going to make it happen. I'm sure of it. I absolutely. It'll.
And I can't.
The thing is, Sheila, you and I are incredibly fortunate, because during this pandemic, we have a roof over our head.
Yeah.
We got food. We're safe.
Yes.
We whinge about like, oh, my gig's this, and they're fine. They're perfectly fine for us. They're our problems. But in the grand scheme of things, we're doing pretty fucking great.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. True.
What's
true word.
What's the mood like in Berlin at the moment?
I mean, the mood is in Berlin. Everybody's afraid, and nobody's planning something. Everybody's thinking about the next holiday, maybe not so far, maybe in Germany, but all the theaters are still closed, and the whole burlesque industry is down totally. The cabaret industry and the comedy industry is down totally. And everybody's waiting for new decisions. Everybody's waiting. Nobody says, "Oh yes, we can plan for this and this and this for next year or for 2021." Nobody's planning anything, and everybody's afraid, and that's a little bit horrible. I mean, the most horrible situation for me is not the coronavirus. That's the fright. Yeah, everybody's afraid, and that's for me the most crazy stuff at the moment in Berlin and in Germany.
Yeah,
and I hope it comes back, that people are hopefully, and people are hopeful, and people are open-minded to new stuff, and I can't go because I will die. That's horrible.
See, I think I'm happy to hear that people are worried and people aren't planning, because here in Australia, we've released restrictions again. And I look out at the world outside, and everyone's pretending like it's not, like it never happened.
Yeah.
Everyone's pretending like it never happened. By the way, in Australia, they've just announced that 2,000 people can gather for football.
Ah, really?
But theatres are still closed.
Yes. Same
of
here.
Course. Sport. Oh, really? Yeah. For sport, it's allowed, but art, no?
Yeah. Same here.
But so you guys put in a huge fund for your artists.
They did, and I get something. That's a good thing of it, because I just asked for it and I get it after 5 days. That's really great.
That's right.
It covered a little bit of the cost I had with. I planned 4 big events. I mean, there was the Vaudeville Variety. There was a lot of burlesque shows with the Vernunft. This is the smaller one, and there was a Boylesque Drag Festival and the big Tuntenball. I did a big faggot ball, and planning it was it was about 1,200 people, and we bring it back to Berlin like the live ball, and we plan it, and we have the big detox from USA, from RuPaul's Drag Race, and we had cherry wine, and we had a lot of wonderful people.
I loved Cherry Vine at the Boylesque Drag Festival last year. She was so nice and so fun.
Yeah, she was so good. Yeah, and we planned everything with her, but we have always the flights, but now we have to cancel it. Yeah, we will see. We will do it in 21.
Yeah.
So good. I get a sign.
Yeah.
So what else? What else? Any last wonderful words from you from Australia? I mean, I'm a little bit jealous about Australia because you already have sun. I mean, we do, but you have the water.
This is true. Look, but it's winter. It's winter in Australia right now. So at the moment, it's cold. It's Melbourne. Melbourne is not Australia. Melbourne is a bit like a little bit of London and a little bit of Amsterdam in Australia. Kind of blended.
In Germany, it's called Hamburg.
Actually, that's very good. Melbourne really is like a mixture of Hamburg and Manchester.
Ah, nice. Oh, nice.
But I'm here and I've got a lovely warm fire going, so my house smells a bit of smoke, and I'm drinking
a lot of wine.
Cups of tea.
A lot of wine. That's good.
I have a tea. Wine. I'm giving my kidneys a workout. I'm doing what your kidneys can't. I'm drinking.
Let's have a cheers.
Cheers, my darling.
Ding.
Ding.